Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks, and today is Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. I have a League of Legends correlated bet for you for tomorrow on Friday. First of all, I wanted to let y'all know once again that me and Miles, the two people that run this channel, are going to be in Vegas for a bachelor party. So we do have an Airbnb over there. We're going to be there for 5 days. So starting tonight, I'm going to be there. We're going to be there until Monday. But I did talk to Miles, and he is bringing his laptop, so I think we're still going to plan to do YouTube videos and give y'all plays. I feel like the bachelor party's for like 5 days, and so I think I'm going to die in Vegas in 5 days. But because that is a crime in itself. I feel Vegas, you have to lock like 2 to 3 days, absolutely max. So with that all being said, I feel like I'm going to have to pace myself. The bachelor party, it's kind of like pretty laid back to where, you know, we're gonna have time, and so I think Miles was kind of planning on making YouTube videos in itself. We're going to be doing it on the main channel and then probably on this channel as well. So I don't want to promise that it's going to happen, but I at least wanted to warn you that it could, or maybe not. So we'll see. But I do leave for my flight, or at least to the airport, in 1 hour. So here is the play that I gave out yesterday, right? So this is a Counter-Strike play. I put $40 on it. We won $16 back. So I think that's like a 0.4%. So we ended up losing. We went for, or I guess like kind of losing. We won half of our money back. Is what happened here. So all I wanted to show, and you know, there had been a comment in the past saying like, show all your wins and losses and everything, and I want to be upfront with y'all. I have no reason not to be. And so here is once again the play, but I did want to show once again we do correlated betting here, right? And this play in itself shows correlated betting, right? So we paired up these two guys, and these two guys. So these both went more. These both went more, and we had more here, but they actually both went less. So I didn't go back and check what happened within this game, but just from looking at the kills and everything, I'm assuming Vitality probably ended up winning very quickly to where there wasn't a lot of like kills back and forth, right? So this was on map 1 as well. So, you know, this guy from Eternal Fire only got 4 headshots rather than 8. So, yeah, just looking at it, I'm assuming that Vitality probably won fairly easily. It was probably like a 13-7 game. And so what we're wanting to do here for these Moors is for it to be a lot of rounds, right? So we're kind of hoping for there to be 13-11 tight, because the more rounds within the maps, the more chances for opportunities for kills, right? So we see that with these couplets right here, right? So we have these guys. This guy went 51 kills between 2 maps, so he completely doubled the amount of kills that he had, and then this as well. So we're gonna see the same thing for the play later on, but if you learn anything on this YouTube channel, it's to use correlation towards your advantage, right? So we can do it in Counter-Strike where we're pairing up, you know, 2 guys playing against each other. In League of Legends, we do it with teammates on the same team. And then we can do the same thing in football as well. So, you know, that's our main thing. We do football. And so it's you know, the quarterback throwing it to the receiver and them scoring very quickly, scoring a lot of points, and then the other team doing it as well. Because if you're scoring a lot of points early on, you're putting the pressure for the other team to also score points, like, right? So if the Chiefs get ahead 14-0 very early, the game script then flips it to where the other team has to be quick, and they can't run the football, and they have to pass a lot. And you can do the opposite as well, to where, you know, if one team's running the football, slow-paced game, you can see it on the other side as well. So that might be a team like the Patriots, who they don't have a great quarterback, and maybe I was going to say the Jets. Yeah, say the Zach Wilson Jets. It might look different this year, but that's kind of what we're going for, right? So there is a way to beat PrizePicks, and I feel like the correlation is the way to do it. And so, you know, I will say another thing as well, because there are comments out there saying like these picks suck, but at the end of the day, you're looking at how the correlation works, right? And these are still 6 out of 6. Like we have to hit 25 X's. So if I give it one play on YouTube for a full month, you have to at least expect that we're only going to hit, maybe 1.5 amount of the time, right? So, late February, we hit a play, 6 out of 6 play. And so we're due for one in the next week. But we have the past like 2 YouTube videos, we hit 2 5 out of 6s. So I feel like we are close to hitting that 6 out of 6. I trust the process. You see it here. I'm putting $40 on each bet. So I put my money where my mouth is, and that's why we started this YouTube channel. I will tell y'all there are discounted lines going on right now for March Madness. Keep your eye out on it. I feel like PrizePicks, they're trying to lure people in with these discounted lines, and they're going to be doing that throughout March Madness. So do take advantage of these. It is a way for PrizePicks to try to get you in, but we're already in here. We're here to win, and so they're giving us these discounted lines, right? So it's kind of a way that they advertise their platform, and so we want to take advantage of every single line that they give. It doesn't matter if you know anything about college basketball. If they're discounting a line from 32.5 to 0.5, that's like a 99.9% chance of hitting, especially Caitlin Clark. And this guy over here, I think he's like Burns. He's one of the like big March Madness dudes, and his line's at 13. If you're dropping it down to 9.5, this probably has like an 80% chance to hit, maybe more like a 75. But it's a lot better than a lot of these lines that are coin flips out there. So we take those and enjoy March Madness while you can, because it only lasts for about a month. So here's the Real Friends community that we have. We've been doing a main YouTube channel, Real Friends in Football, for the past 2 years. We're still posting content over there. If you want to go see that channel, just type in Real Friends in Football and you will see that logo pop up. So that channel, initially, me and Miles started it to talk about gambling. And the way that happened is, I feel like not a lot of people were interested, or I guess they were, but the channel wasn't growing like as fast as we wanted it to. So we put a couple of feeler YouTube videos out there, and they got like, this was like before PrizePicks was even like as popular as it is now. So we put a couple of feeler YouTube videos out there, and we ended up getting like 20,000 plus views, a ton of subscribers. And so we're like, me and Miles talked about it. We're like, hey, let's do Real Friends in Football for this one. And then now we're going to start a new channel, RFF Picks. So we started this channel about a month ago. We're actually up to closer to like 530 subscribers. So we are now growing this channel very rapidly. But I feel like when it comes to YouTube, you have to niche like hella hard, right? So that's kind of what started us to do the Real Friends in Football, RFF Picks. We have our shorts channel over here. So this is kind of like the meme content. And then we have our podcast that we have. So the podcast is just like us talking back and forth for like 40 minutes. So here's my Action Network. This is a screenshot of how much money I've made in the past 3 years. So, I've been gambling for about 12 to 13 years. Over the past 3 years, I've been doing correlated betting. I've been doing EV betting, right? So a lot of like every single bet that I make is pretty much like within my head. It's not like a heart thing. Like I will look at the line, see if they're moving, and so I'll take them before they move, right? Say LeBron James just got announced out of nowhere, right? I'm going to bet the other team because I know that when LeBron gets announced out, at that minute that the lines are going to start moving, right? So that's another advice that I want to give. Like, regardless of what I know, it's kind of like over here on this. Regardless of what you know about college basketball, you want to be there before the line shifts. So if LeBron is not playing on the Lakers, then their chances of losing increases because LeBron, their best player, isn't on the court, right? So that's kind of what I do. I've been doing that for like 3 years now. And then, I have the EV betting, and then I do correlated betting as well. So that's what kind of started us to start this channel, is because, after 3 years, I started recognizing, hey, I think I've hit the, what is it? Like clicked in my head, I guess, right? So here is our Winnable. What this is, I know a lot of y'all are subscribed to this. It's a free text to your phone from any play that we give, or I guess our daily play. So anything that you're going to see on YouTube, that play, I will post it on my second monitor. I'll send it out to y'all. You get a text. I give you the link of the play, and then you can bet directly. And then our MVP plan, what that's going to be is it's basically any other play that we post. It's going to be on the MVP plan. So the MVP plan is $150 a month or $50 a week. And then if you see at the bottom right, for those that are joining the YouTube, if you type in code RFF at the discount, you can do you get discounted for 1 month, and you can for sure cancel it after a month if you want to, but that will give you access to every single one of our plays. So here finally is going to be the League of Legends play for tomorrow, Friday, right? So these are actually starting very early on at 2 in the morning. So, you know, you're going to have, 10 hours, I guess, from the moment that I'm starting this YouTube. So what we're doing, once again, I said it at the beginning of the video, we're pairing up teammates together, right? So we have G2, who are pretty heavily favored throughout this match. So they're playing SK Gaming, right? So in the map 1, we have G2 top laner, Broken Blade, and Caps. Caps is like one of the best like EU mid laners. So his ability to get 3 kills to me seems like very low. And then Broken Blade's also very dominant in the top lane. So, you know, I feel like they just kind of crush SK Gaming. And I say it before, like, League of Legends is a very snowbally game, and the way that works is like if one player or, you know, a couple players on your team start moving and they start getting kills, then your whole team gets the opportunity to kill, right? You can think of it as like basketball. If me and my friends went out there on the court and you gave me like LeBron James on my team, then I'm going to be able to eat better because LeBron's on my team, because I can pass him the ball, or, you know, he's getting triple teamed, so he can pass it out to me and I'll hit 1 of 5 of my shots, right? So you kind of have to look at it that way. Like League, when people start getting kills on your team, it snowballs the rest of your team. And so that's kind of where the correlation is, right? And then the top lane and the mid lane also work together as well. So then we have RNG. So this is these guys are actually underdogs in this game, but this is on 2 maps, so they have 2 chances to get this many kills. And then the other thing too, the reason why we're taking the underdog in a game like this is a Chinese team, and the way that Chinese teams works are those guys are crazy. So this is what we want. I think I'd shared it in a couple videos before, but we had a team go in like a 50-minute match. So that's kind of what we're hoping for here. We're hoping kind of the same as like Counter-Strike. We're hoping a very back and forth, like bloody, neither team's ending. They're kind of all just like sitting around like being dumb and just like killing each other back and forth, right? And so we really only need that to happen in like one of these games, right? Like this guy can hit his line in one game, or at least hit like 3 kills, and a bot laner can easily get 6 kills if one of the maps goes like 40 minutes, right? So basically what we're praying for here is just not two games that get ended very quickly. That's what we want. We just want them to stay competitive in one game. And then over here we have Gen G. So I believe they are the underdog in this game. So we are taking the less between both of them. And then jungle and top lane, they work together as well. So like I said, if one side of the map, jungle and top, jungle, they're both like kind of like on the top side. If they're both losing, then they're both probably going to lose, right? So that's how that works. Like once again, this isn't like for sure type stuff, but that's like kind of how you can work your way when it comes to correlation. It's a lot better to do something like this. You saw it in the first slide that I showed. Like we went 4 out of 6. It went 2, and then the other 2 lost. They went the opposite, but they were correlated. They correlated each other. So once again, like it's not always going to work out that way. The other thing about League is, you know, some guys, they have different champion pools, and the champions could change a little bit of it. But I do love these esports plays. Like I said, I'm putting $40 on every single one of my esports plays. So I'm a money where my mouth is type person. But anyways, that's going to be the end of the video, because I got to get to the airport in the next 30 minutes, and I'm looking at the time right now. So I appreciate y'all for tuning into the video, and best of luck to this play.